Hello, I am Dr. Perspective, and my mantra is, the only thing over which you have complete control is your perspective. It took me a while to figure that out, because wherever I turned, I was confronted with the desire both in myself and on the part of others to control. Oh yes, we all want to be in control. But how much control do we really have? Have you ever noticed that from the time a child is born, there is that innate desire to be in control? Oh yes. You know, especially if you're a mother, you know that babies, whether they're newborn or 1 year old, babies have their own mechanism for controlling their mothers. They don't always do a good job with the fathers, you know. I guess when they get older, especially if they're girls. but the babies seem to be born with that control built into their DNA. The baby cries. The baby learns that crying is a way of controlling. So the baby is not wet. The baby is not hungry. The baby is dry. The baby is not tired. The baby is everything that a baby should be, except that the baby is lying in the crib or the bassinet or whatever you call it, and the baby wants its mother. The baby wants attention. And the baby soon learns that if the baby cries, I'm not going to try to cry like a baby. Whenever I do that, I sound like a goat, okay? but the baby soon learns that by crying, the mother comes rushing in, scoops up the baby into her arms, and all of a sudden the baby's eyes, which were dry all the while, by the way, the baby stops crying. And then the baby graduates, and the baby goes to school, and the baby does this and does that, and then the baby becomes a big man. So from the baby we go to the boss in the boardroom. And you know, the boardroom is a battleground for control very often. Fortunately or unfortunately, but factually, sometimes that battle for control finds its way all the way into the bedroom. Oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? The point is that we all want to be in control. But the truth is that God did not make us to be infinite. And because we need each other, because we are interdependent, the level to which we can be in control at all times, and the things over which we can have control at all times are very, very few. So what I realize is that whatever I'm doing, I need somebody to help me. If I want to take a taxi, well, I've got to depend on the taxi driver. If I want to take the bus, I've got to depend on the bus driver. If I want to, well, forget me now. If the medical doctor who wants to have a successful practice, he needs the nurse, he needs the attendant, he needs the person who keeps the place clean and sanitized. We all need each other, and therefore, the extent to which we can individually be in control of all of our circumstances is extremely limited. But there's one thing over which we have complete control, and that is our perspective. We can decide whether the glass is half full or half empty. We can decide whether we will be pessimistic or optimistic about a situation. And when I come to speak at your next event, if you invite me to speak on this subject, I promise you, I will speak with you and share with you, and we'll interact for as long as you want on this important philosophical mantra that the only thing over which you have complete control is your perspective.